Hey everyone, it's Melder here. Before we get into the video, I just want to say a few quick things. Number one, I just want to say thank you all for the support on YouTube and Twitch. On Twitch, we just hit 600 followers, and on YouTube, we hit 400 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you all, and I really appreciate the support. The second thing I want to say is sorry for not uploading for like 2 weeks. I took a break because I was getting married, so I just did not have time at all for YouTube, just a lot of planning and setting up and things like that. So sorry for not really mentioning it. I did mention it on Discord, but if I had the community tab open for me on YouTube, I would have put it there. Sadly, I do not. Hopefully in the future we'll get it though. And the last thing I want to say is tomorrow at 11 p.m. EST, there is going to be a huge community Arknights event hosted by me and other Arknights content creators, created by Viper on YouTube and Twitch. It's going to be the Arknights Squid Game collab, or Arknights Squid Game event. It's basically a really large tournament arc where the prize pool is $200, and there's going to be over 500 participants in it and counting. And if you want to participate as well for the chance to win that big cashola and also have a lot of fun with the community, then the links to that will be in the description down below. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so let's get right into it. Today we're talking about the new updated UI for the terminal, or the formerly known combat tab. From the home screen, everything looks exactly the same. We have all the same words here except for terminal, and we still have the event tab on the right side when an event is going on. So we're going to click on this and get right into it. So the first thing you notice is this looks completely different. We have a bunch of tabs on the bottom, and then we have sections at the top. The first thing you'll notice is the center section, which is the ongoing event that we have. It shows the days remaining, your currency, and it also shows your medal progress here on the top right. On the to-do list, this is where your Annihilation is basically going to pop up every single time it is reset and not capped. So since my Annihilation, as it is at 1800, it's not going to show up here anymore. On the bottom right, we have our most recently completed stage, so you can just get right back into farming the stages that you were spamming before. So I was farming SV9 just to get those delicious tier 3 devices, and I can hop right back into it pretty quickly. The next set we have is the story. So the story, this is the main campaign, and it's broken up into two sections. It does not have them labeled anymore at the front, but instead is labeled here. So we go from 4 all the way to 8, and then if you click Hour of an Awakening on the top left, it's brought to the first 4 episodes here. Part 1 and Part 2, Episode 2, and Episode 3. So if you want to switch back and forth, you can, like this. All of like the story stages are exactly the same as before. And I'll hide my webcam so y'all can see right here on the top left. Switch back and forth. Sorry about that. Next up, we have the Arknights Memoirs and Walk in the Dust events. So these events are particularly important to the story. Arknights Memoirs has to do with characters like Phantom and W. And then A Walk in the Dust is all about Calcit and also a little bit about Passenger as well. So these are pretty important stories. You can enter them using these, and this shows you basically all the information regarding this new kind of story currency called Event Crystals, which is pretty awesome. So as it says here, consume one of these Event Crystals to unlock one intermezzi or one side story, and then you can obtain these every single week. There's a chance, or one chance, to replenish one of these crystals at 4 o'clock, which is the reset time, every Monday, and this cannot stack. So before reaching the storage limit, logging in will automatically use the replenishment chance, and obtain one of these crystals, and you can only have 2 of these. So if you haven't done the event before, you can re-enter the event here and do all of the stages. And here we have a walk in the dust rather. And a lot of you may be thinking, okay, well, since I have access to these stages and they normally have really good drop rates for materials, I can just farm these stages. I never have to farm the main story again. But sadly, that is incorrect. The drop rates for the tier 3 materials falls down quite a bit back to keep in line with the rest of the main story. So you can't really just spam these stages, and I don't think I would really recommend you farming these stages. You can double check these types of things on penguinstats.io if I'm not mistaken as well, just to double check on the drop percentages. But this does not have the same drop rate as when the event is normally airing. Next up, we have some more side stories. We have the Granny side story, the Ceylon and Schwartz side story, and the Code of Brawl side story. And you can use your tokens to enter these events and play through the stages. This is a great way to get Originite Prime and basically get enough to farm those skins and get those skins. The next tab is your classic, the scheduled farming stages that you would normally have separated into 2. We have the chip stages, and then we have the miscellaneous resource stages. And now it shows the days in which these stages are farmable, and the tack drill is always going to be open. But now all of these stages are into one tab called supplies right here. And that's where you can find this stuff. The last 2 are, first we have Annihilation. It shows, you can just enter the map. It shows your weekly cap, which for me is 1800 if you've completed Annie 3. It shows the days until the reset. And then we can enter the map and it's brought to the screen as before. And if you want to go directly to the last mission you farmed, you can hit this tab right here on the right. The last thing is the Contingency Contract Tab. Now, the 2 things on the right are the dailies and the permanent stages, but since we are not in a Contingency Contract event currently, all we have access to is the Secret Store and the Training Ground. This is exactly the same as it was before, the daily rotating stages. So if you want to play a little bit around without using any sanity, and you want to practice to see your progress on Contingency Contract stages, you can most certainly do this for free, and it refreshes every 24 hours. Okay, so that's going to be it for the new terminal tab. Hopefully this video was helpful for you all. I know it was a super quick one, but I'm just trying to get back in the flow of things, show you all the new updates, and we'll be talking about the upcoming banners in a future video coming soon. So thank you so much. Definitely check me out on Twitch. I try to stream at least 3 times a week. And yeah, thank you so much. Peace out.